time that we talk. In case anybody isn't aware of what's going on, within the past couple of weeks, 2 different people, both under the age of 18, have recently come forward saying that they had inappropriate messages with me on social media. One of them being from last year and one of them being from more recent. In both of these cases, I added these people on Snapchat, asked how old they were right away, was told that they were 18, believed them, engaged in a flirty conversation, and then later on found out that they were actually 16. Upon finding out, I was immediately embarrassed and blocked both people. Later on, when I saw them making videos about it and those videos going viral, my immediate reaction, completely honestly, was to be really, really upset. I wanted to get on camera and film another No More Lies video where I gather all my receipts and all my screenshots and try to tell my side of the story and then just move on from the situation. And now, looking back, that was so stupid because as I did more research on these topics and self-reflected, I realized that the receipts and the screenshots and the specific details of the interaction really don't matter because I fucked up. And I needed to take accountability for my actions and most importantly, apologize to the people that were affected by them. These conversations should have never happened, point blank period. There's no excuse for it, there's no ifs, ands, or buts, and I take full responsibility for that. I trusted the information that was given to me rather than the information I could have and should have gotten myself.
Hey guys, so I wanted to post that apology video, a little bit of a clip of that before my video started because I think that's very important to show that. I recorded this video before he came out with his apology video and before they talks about how he's not going to be on Instant Influencer, like they took him off and that's apparently not his show. So anyway, I wanted to talk a little bit about how I feel about his apology video. I mean, more so not my opinion, but what I feel from it. So when James said he takes full accountability for his actions, I kind of believe him, but not really. I feel like he's more so upset because he got caught. And I also feel like, I don't know why guys, but I feel like this was a setup. I do feel like he likes to hit on younger guys and like control them in that way because he likes how they fangirl over him, so to speak, or fanboy, whatever, like fanboy over him. I'm not seeing that he's done things with younger guys, not saying that excuses his behavior or the fact that he's plotting this. That's a very sick thing to plot, but these people, these influencers, it's crazy what I feel from them. They'll go to any lengths to keep their fame. And you'll see that as the video goes along. I talk about that. A lot of this kept coming up in James' energy where he does this, he plays oblivious, he plays stupid, but he's very smart, guys. Like, he moves very smart. He's very aware. Like, that's what my cards kept saying, is that he's a very aware type of dude. Like, he knows what he's doing. He knows how to network, how to get people talking. And I feel like he played off of this, like, for sure. Like, he's always going to bounce back, you know, from things that he does. And, you know, but there's only so much how further that gets him. I don't know what I'm trying to say, guys. I'm sorry. That only gets him so far is what I'm saying. Like, you know what I'm saying? So James is always going to get away with this, you know what I'm saying? So that's why he doesn't care as much as other people would about what he does. But I do feel like he and this guy benefited a lot from this, and they will benefit a lot from this, but the guy is going to take it further. Okay, guys, these guys are going to take it further, and we're going to see more people continue to come out about James doing this, you know? So I just wanted to say that about his apology video. I feel like it was kind of genuine, but not really. And by kind of genuine, I mean he's embarrassed more so because it backfired. You know what I'm saying, guys? Like, this backfired more than he thought it would, and that's why he's upset, you know? And I do feel like James is desperate in his love life, so I did feel that from him, that was true, that he does feel desperate. Like, you know what I mean? Like, he doesn't have good luck in his love life. But anyway, guys, I will talk more about that in the video, as you'll see. I hope you enjoy the video. Sorry that this part was so long. All right, guys, bye. Welcome to Sade's Tarot Tea. So today, guys, I am back with another video. I want to do an updated reading on James Charles because I've been wanting to do a reading separate from him and Tati Westbrooks and Jeffree Star, the one I did where he had that huge massive scandal. So I wanted to do another reading on just him separately, but also James has found himself in some more hot water, so we're also going to look at that and see if he's going to bounce back from this scandal as well. And I've got a list of questions that my friend Sarah gave me, so because I need help thinking of questions, so I like to ask my friends. But thank you, Sarah, for helping me with these questions. Shout out to you. And yeah, let's go ahead and get started. If you guys would like to stick around on my channel and see more videos from you, girl, please hit that subscribe button and that notification bell for when your girl pull up. Okay, so let's go ahead and get started reading on James. Alright, guys, so I'm gonna first start off by looking at James' chart and also hearing a message from Spirit and where he is energetically. I'm very curious how he's doing. I mean, I've seen some gossip channels about him and he's spoken out about these scandals and stuff. And if you guys don't know, he had a recent scandal where he was speaking to someone underage, and he's in hot water for it because this isn't the first time people have accused James of doing this. So we're going to see what's going to happen with him. Okay, guys, so while I shuffle, I'm going to go ahead and look at his birth chart. So James is a sun in Gemini. His moon is in Virgo. His Mercury is in Taurus. His Venus is in Cancer. And his Mars is in Libra. They do not have his rising, so we're not sure, or they do not have his rising, so I'm not sure on what his rising is, so I can't see how he appears to the public. So yeah, let's go ahead and look at where he is energetically by using my oracle deck. And guys, I just want to also let you know I have this photo pulled up, so I'm looking at a picture of him just to get into his energy. So yeah. Okay, guys, so I've already gotten some messages by pulling certain oracle cards. So I'm hearing a few things. James, this is something that you're going to need to keep going through constantly. You're going to keep getting into scandals. I actually think and feel, as we know, YouTubers do profit off of scandals. So I feel like James is fully aware of what he does. I don't honestly feel bad for him, guys, because he's very aware of himself. Like, he's very aware of the things he does. He's very aware of the type of persona he portrays. A lot of what we see is who he is. That's exactly who you would meet in person. Of course, him being a Gemini, there's different sides of himself he's able to switch into. But he already knew that this was going to get out. It's like he set it up or something. I'm not exactly sure yet if he planned this scandal, or it's saying that he's fully aware of how he is perceived. He's fully aware of the things he does. And honestly, I'm not saying he's even disturbed by it, to be honest. These scandals that happen to him, or the way people perceive him, he's actually grown into his confidence quite a bit. I feel like, again, I don't know. It's so crazy. I was talking about his rising, not knowing what his rising is. I wouldn't be surprised if he was a Leo rising, Gemini rising, Sagittarius rising, maybe even, I want to say, Cancer rising or something. I don't know. But he's fully aware. It's talking about an awareness and balance. So they want to bring in more balance in his life. He is wanting more balance. And he's actually also taking ownership for what he does and how he moves in the world, you know, guys. So I was kind of worried going into this reading. I thought that there were going to be very bad cards, but actually his energy is very good. Like how he's perceiving his situations and what he does and what he brings into the world. He's perceiving himself as someone that's very clear-headed, an honest person, and truthful, and he makes sure that he addresses things so people don't misinterpret him. I want to see if these scandals are true or if these things were like set up, because a lot of times like that can happen. But we'll see, guys. But yeah, so far I'm getting good cards for him. I wasn't surprised. Like, I mean, I'm surprised, you know. Okay, so guys, I am feeling like even though there's awareness here, there is some form of him being trapped in his own anxieties and fears. It's talking about how he's going to need to evolve out of more difficult situations. So there are going to be way more things that come out about James. There are things that he participates in that he doesn't want getting out. Again, very aware, very self-aware of what he does. And he moves very, he calculates everything. When he moves, he calculates. So I do want to look at his chart again because I was looking at a picture of him. So he has his moon in Virgo, and his Mercury is in Taurus, his Venus is in Cancer, and his Mars is in Libra, Gemini Sun. Okay, so yes, definitely picking up that there's things that he's very critical in of himself, which I did say in his past reading. So when he makes mistakes, he likes to learn from them and he nips it in the bud right away. But also is talking about how we really shouldn't feel bad for him on situations because he does it. He calculates before he does it. And Spirit is saying that he can tend to overindulge in things, so they want to bring more awareness to him and balance into his life. I am picking up that James suffers a lot in silence, my cards are saying as well. And I feel like this is more so he's very lonely. Like he's one of those people that can be in a crowd of in a room full of people and still feel very isolated and alone. He really doesn't. He's longing for a companionship, and that's something that constantly gets him into trouble. He doesn't have the best luck with guys because he feels like, and the universe is saying that he's not able to trust people very honestly because he is someone that is so young and experienced success so early. So he has a very hard time trusting people, and as he should, because come on. But it's talking about how he needs to work on his heart chakra. His heart chakra is blocked. He needs to love himself a lot more than he does. Like, even though we see a very confident James, very outspoken, hi sisters, like very just loud and, you know, can come off very obnoxious. There are times, like I said in his past video, with his moon being in Virgo, he self-doubts and self-inflicts a lot of what he feels on himself. And, you know, I'm not talking about self-harm, guys. You can self-destruct your own, you can hurt yourself without causing damage. Like, I mean, like, maybe like, self-sabotages, you know, really good relationships in his life because he doesn't feel he deserves it. So when, you know, good things do happen to him, he can't see them. Or when there are bad people around him, he tends to go towards that because Venus in Cancer feels he needs to fix people. So James, Spirit is saying that you need to stop trying to fix people and go towards people that honor you and support you and embrace your self-awareness and your outspokenness, because, you know, there's a lot of feeling like he's too much, guys, feeling like his fame is too much, feeling like he isn't understood, feeling like he can't trust people, just, you know, as of course one would feel being in his position, but he really is longing for that partnership, but is feeling like he can't have it, you know, guys. So it's saying that he stands in his own way a lot of times, even with his success, even feeling like he doesn't deserve his success also. And also what I was saying about self-sabotages his own career by doing things that he knows he should not be doing. Do you know what I'm saying, guys? Like, I hope I'm making sense. But James, be smarter about the way you move with people. Don't be so quick to show people the worst side of yourselves to the public to get, you know, money, fame, whatever. Like, be very aware of that because this can come back and haunt you, and it will. So he has also, I'm noticing, guys, his Uranus and Neptune in Aquarius, which is talking about he's meant to be on the internet. He was destined to become famous on the internet, which is very interesting. That was one of the ways he was that was one of the ways that he was promised fortune. So yeah, guys, I wanted to touch a little bit on what Spirit has for him, messages that Spirit has for him, and where James is currently. I'm feeling like I don't want to say unbothered, but he knew this was going to happen. Like, he expects everybody to stab him in the back. And he kind of does it with the intention of, okay, this is going to bring me more popularity, more fame, because, again, self-sabotaging his career, that's not going to always work, James. You need to be smarter. You work hard, but be smarter about who you trust and how you move, because not all ways of getting fame and popularity are good, and he is losing himself to that, guys. He is. And I want to say that this scandal that recently happened with him, he knew was going to get out. Like, he knew that what he was doing. And, you know, and the other times he's done it, he's known that these people are going to stab him in the back, you know. So Spirit is saying, James, you need to move quieter and smarter. And in order to bring love into his life, he needs to be more accepting and loving to himself. And stop sabotaging good things in his life. So yeah, guys, that's what I wanted to talk about for him. A message from Spirit and a little bit of like where he is currently. And more of my cards will reveal that. So let's go ahead and get to Sarah's questions. One question she said is, did James really not know the TikTok guy's real age and didn't know he was a minor? Yes. I already kind of answered that. I feel like he did know. I feel like he was very aware. I feel like, again, James is very, I think I said this in his past video, he's very smart about how he moves. In regards to not always moving wisely and doing stupid things. And then regretting it, but he knew that these people that he's talking to were going to sell him out. He knows that. Yeah. So guys, first I'm going to answer, did James not really know the TikTok guy's age? Real age, excuse me. Yes, he did know. 8 of Swords. He did know. He's getting a lot of 8. He got 8 again in my cards, but I'm going to say now the 8 of Swords can talk about being trapped in one's fear and, you know, being so scared to like move a certain way because of someone getting caught or, yeah. So I'm gonna say that yes, he did know. He did know the guy's age. I feel like James also, I keep hearing that he can run background checks on people. He works with very smart people. Again, very smart business guy for his age. Like I always said that about James. He knows. And his parents are both Scorpios. Like, they taught him how to move. You know, they've, not saying that James always fucking listened because he's a Gemini, but he has very good investigative skills, is what I'm going to say. Like, James' parents are both Scorpios, so they taught him as well by how they move. Be smarter, be smarter. Like, I always hear his parents telling him that. Like, James, like, stop moving like that. Like, you know people are watching you. You know people are watching your every freaking move. Like, what are you doing, boy? You know, like, his parents, I just keep hearing them in his ear, guys. Like, they get so mad. They get so freaking mad when James gets into scandals because they're like, what are you doing? You know what I mean? Like, we still love you, but what are you doing? You know? They're in his ear, too, wanting him to move better. Get your money better. What are you doing? This isn't the way to do it. And he's like, Mom, Dad, I hear his voice. I didn't know. Like, yeah, you did. You did know. That's part of, he sabotages, guys. That's how he stands in his own way. And he is so quick to want validation and attention and affection that he does that. So I'm going to say he did know the guy's age. Yes, he did. Yes, 3 of Pentacles. I told you guys, 3 of Pentacles, 8 of Swords. He knew that this was going to get people talking about him. James is one of those people that believes all publicity is good publicity, like even if it's bad. And that's one of the reasons too when I did Ariana Grande's updated video, which by the way predicted her marriage for her is coming up. Well, I don't know how far they're going to get, but I'm going to read on Ariana and Dalton, but, you know, that's why he spoke out about Ariana Grande, and that's why she was so pissed, because he didn't have any business talking about that. Like, he didn't need to talk about that, but he did, you know. And some of his other scandals that he's gotten into, like, this isn't the first, and this won't be the last scandal James will get into, because to him, I keep hearing all publicity is good publicity, and he's good at making his scandals work for him. He's always been good at that. He's always known, again, I'm saying this too, in his past video I said this, like, he always knows the right people to work with. He always knows how to network, use people, whatever, call it using. He doesn't call it using. Moon in Virgo, you know, what else did he have in his chart, guys? Gemini, knows how to network, knows how to talk to people, knows how to get what he wants. You know, Mars in Libra, very charming, aesthetically knows how to appeal to the audience. So he's always going to aesthetically turn his scandals to his liking, but this pisses his parents off. And you're always going to hear about him getting into something or doing something because, again, Neptune and Uranus in Aquarius. But it's retrograded. Why? So what does that mean, guys? Uranus and Neptune retrograded means it's blocked. He's not going to always go about his... We're going to hear about his social media scandals. Instead of hearing the more positive things about him, we're going to always hear more of his negative things that he gets himself into because it's retrograded. So there's a block because he needs to learn. And he's not channeling this energy correctly. He doesn't know how until he evolves more. Yeah, so I'm going to say yes, he did know his real age. He usually is very thorough when he speaks to people that he's interested in. He's very thorough, even with his friends. Like, he's very thorough. And he's gone through a lot of friendships, guys. So he has to be thorough as well, even though we're just talking about his relationships. He's very thorough. And so I wanted to know, as well as you guys probably want to know, he didn't know he was a minor. He did know he was a minor. I'm hearing yes. He used this as a money opportunity, and even I want to say he used it as an opportunity, but it backfired because the guy is going to benefit in some way from it, or benefited because the Three of Pentacles, he's benefiting too, James is. But the Three of Pentacles is talking about there was money in there was a money opportunity for him in it, but it also, I am feeling, because of the Eight of Swords, it's backfiring on him, as most of his scandals do. They backfire. So yeah, guys, oh wow, yeah, Sarah, I was just saying this. Sarah asked me, was this a setup made by James or the TikTok guy, or both to get clout? Yes, I was just saying that. I feel like this was partly a setup. I feel like, because again, Three of Pentacles is talking about a deal on the table. Like, okay, you do this for tit for tat. You do this for me, I do this for you, you know. So I do feel like part of it was, but also the TikTok guy used it to his advantage to get James in trouble. So that's the part James pissed about. He's like, this wasn't part of the deal. Like, you know, like, I'm paying you to, like, speak out on me, but not send me to jail. So James, so the TikTok guy is taking it further because I'm feeling like the TikTok guy wants more money. So let's pull on more of this. His dad is mad. James' dad's coming out. James' father is coming out as the King of Cups, guys, in the reverse. And remember, I said James' dad is a Scorpio. He's like, what is going on? This is not how we raised you. His dad is mad. And I know it's, this also talks about a dishonest man or dishonest woman. Could be a woman too that has a lot of masculine energy. But I feel like this is James' dad wanting to know what the hell is going on, because he's just like, why do you make your money this way? Like, that is not, you know, stop it, you know. His parents know him so well, like, they know what he's doing. But James is going to do whatever James wants to do. He don't listen to them. So anyway, yes, I feel like the guy is being more dishonest, because I was asking further information on if the guy is keeping it going. He is milking this. He's trying to milk it, as the others have in the past. And you would think James would learn. Like, again, doesn't learn. Yeah, Page of Cups in the reverse, not using his intuition, acting very immature, acting like a child, very unaware of what is fully the lesson that is needing to be learned. And in my other cards, guys, I was pulling that James is acting like, okay, well, this is part of what I was doing, but I am feeling like with the Eight of Swords, it did get out of hand. It's getting out of hand. He didn't want it to get this bad. So yeah, I feel like it's the TikTok guy is trying to get clout, and I do feel like James is wanting to he was wanting the guy to help him get more sales and get more money, whatever, because he knows, like, people always think that about him, so he was trying to milk it, but it's backfiring, guys. Basically, it's backfiring. Okay, so the next question is, how does James feel about this whole situation going out to the public? So I kind of touched on that in the beginning, but like I said, I wanted to go deeper into that. So guys, I have the cards I pulled for this question. How does James feel about this whole situation going out to the public? I have the Eight of Wands in the upright. The Moon card and the Fool card are both in the reverse. So I'm taking that as, like, he knew. He's not an idiot. Like, he knew it was going to get out. Like I said, like, the Fool card can mean, like, not handling things maturely, or kind of like taking a risk that other people feel are dumb, you know, like he knew. So to me, this is saying with the Eight of Wands here and the Moon card in the reverse, which is about secrets or something getting out, he knew it was going to get out, guys. He knew this was going to get out. He expected it to. Like I said, I feel like he did partly set this up. I feel like a lot of the scandals James gets himself into, he already kind of knows, or the people he associates himself with, he knows, like, in some way or another, they're gonna stab him in the back, or there's gonna be something that happens where it puts him in the line of fire to get talked about. So I feel like he knew it was going to happen. He knew that this was going to get out to the public, and he was kind of okay with it. But where he fucked up is it went bad really fast. Like, you know what I mean? So I'm seeing that there is some form of I kind of look dumb doing this, but I'm kind of at the same time benefiting. I also feel like he did send out a message, a quick message on Twitter. That's why he was so quick to address it. I did see, and I'll post it here, guys. I did, if he still has it up, but I did see that he talked about that on how, you know, oh, fool me once, shame on you, fool me twice, shame on me. But he was so quick to respond to this scandal. Most of the things James does, and how he speaks out about celebrities doing makeup, he already freaking knows. And I think I saw a video on Nikki Tutorials, like, where she called him out on something, like, for fun. Like, they did it for fun, but I forgot, it was something like that. But anyway, a lot of the things that James gets himself into, oh, it was with, what's her name? The one that just came out with a makeup line, and he spoke out against how, like, the lipstick wasn't in there. And then Nikki had him on the same video as her and the girl. I think it was Kristen Cavallari. He already knows. He already freaking knows. He's so... Can't y'all see that this is part of his brand? Like, this is what he makes his money off of. Like, it's not his palette all the time. It's the fact that he's always into something. Some of the things, I'd say, like the Dixie and the Charlie D'Amelio whole thing about him being friends with them so young, now that's a stretch. But other things, like, I'm like, he already knows, guys. He already knows. That's why I'm like, I don't feel that bad for him. Okay, guys, so the next question is, how do Tati and Trisha Paytas feel about this? Okay, so let's look at Tati first. How does Tati feel about James' scandal, recent scandal spirit? Well, I feel like she feels like he shouldn't have addressed it. She feels like he didn't need to address that. And the reason I say that is because the High Priestess is in the reverse. She's not, I don't know, like, that's her thought, her train of thought, like, if it's not true, then why are you giving it power? Like, that's her thing, because she's a Scorpio moon, I think she's an Aquarius sun, guys, I believe she is. But I'm seeing that they're actually not as cool anymore. There was another falling out, or they've grown distant to each other, because I have the Three of Cups here and the High Priest. So she doesn't really want to address it. Like, she doesn't care. Like, she's just like, oh, okay, well, oh, James in another scandal, what's new? You know, like, she expects him to do that, but she also kind of knows, like, he does it for, like, clout. So she's not really surprised, because also she moves like that, so I don't think she should talk. But she's not really, they're not really talking about it or congregating about it. She doesn't really have an opinion, I'm seeing, about it. But I am feeling like intuitively, I'm feeling like she kind of expects it. Like, the cards are literally like, she doesn't care, she's out of the situation, she's actually handling her own branding and her own business and her own YouTube channel. I also feel like Tati is trying to get pregnant. I think I said that the last time, but I feel like she's trying to focus on other things and her company and her stuff, and also being a mom. Like, she wants to be a mom. I don't know if she's talked about this in the past, guys. I don't really follow Tati, but from what I'm feeling from her energy currently, I feel like she wants to have a baby, or she's trying to get pregnant, or she might be pregnant, but either way, I'm feeling like she's focusing on other things, not James. She's just out of that. She is out of that. She almost got in a lot of trouble for that last video she did on James, because like I said, James is smart with how he moves with his business stuff, and knows certain people, and his parents help him with that, and like, you know. Yeah, Tati in the past has tried to, it was part of the question, I'm sorry guys, since they both have called him out, trying to expose him, Tati, how she feels about that situation, that was, she was blowing that out of proportion for sure, but she also knows how James is. She knows that he likes younger guys as well. That's part of how he is. So she's not surprised that he's in another scandal like this. She's really not, but she's trying to focus on her own stuff. And she said her energy is like, I said what I said about him. I did that video on him. I can't go back. I can't look stupid. So I don't know if she's spoken out recently about this situation with him, but I don't think so. And if she has, she probably mentioned it, but I don't feel like she has. I feel like she's just trying to mind her own business, honestly. Like, even my cards were like, she's trying to mind. Okay guys, so I was trying to look to see if Tati has spoken out or said anything about James. I'm not seeing anything on her Instagram or her Twitter, and she has both. So yeah, I'm feeling like Tati is really trying to mind her business. Like, she does have her opinions about how James moves with people. Like, she doesn't like it, and she does feel like he likes younger guys. She does know that about him, so it didn't really surprise her, but she also knows that he does things for clout. He does things for scandal. He does things to get his way or to use people. This is her opinion. So I'm not seeing that she really is initiating or talking about it, really. I feel like there's a lot of things she's going through behind the scenes, and she's trying to deal with it in her business. Like, one of them being, I feel she wants to get pregnant. I just keep feeling that for her. So yeah. As for Trisha Paytas, she is so trying to capitalize on this. Like, she is having a lot of money problems. I'm feeling this. My cards aren't saying this, guys, but I'm feeling this because I got 3 of Wands, Ace of Wands, and you know what? The 3 of Wands, guys, talks about opportunities. It's Jupiter and Sagittarius, so it talks about like expansion, opportunities, growth, and then it's here with the Ace of Wands. Okay guys, so that is a spark of an idea. It could be a spark of an idea, spark of an creative project, spark of a video. So we're gonna see actually Trisha speaking out more on James and trying to expose him more and follow what he's doing more. She likes, yeah, justice in the reverse. She really feels like James is a really bad person. I've kind of already seen videos just in passing, and me watching just like videos, you know, I like YouTube, so I've seen how she talks about him, but my cards are saying the same thing. They're mirroring what she's been doing, and justice here is signifying that she likes that this is getting out about him. She feels like it's his karma. She feels like he needs to get his karma for this. She feels like James gets away with so much shit, you know, excuse my language, but gets away with so much crap. This is her word. Like, does she say shit a lot? So much shit. Like, she feels like he gets away with so much shit. I'm gonna just say it because she's saying it, and she wants him exposed. She wants him to not make money anymore, to not, well, she doesn't want his complete downfall. She doesn't want him to be broke, because she's a Taurus, so she understands the importance of money and stuff and surviving and stability, but at the same time, she feels like he shouldn't get away with a lot of the things that he does, because she also, I feel, knows people that knows James, like privately, or has known him in the past that he's no longer cool with. Partly Shane. She feels, I don't know, I think she had a falling out with Shane as well, but in the past, like, she hates what he did to Shane. Like, she feels like Shane really was trying to help him,
and she feels like James stabbed Shane in the back. And as we know, Trisha is a very big advocate, or if you guys don't know, Trisha is a very big advocate. In the past, she was a very big advocate for standing up for Shane and going to his defense and being super loyal to him. So she is happy that this is getting out about him. And she feels like more stuff needs to come out about him, and she will continue, guys. We will see her speak out more about him, more than she already has. So yeah, she's milking this. She loves it. She loves it. Okay, I also want to know too, how does Shane and Jeffree feel about this? How does Jeffree feel about James' recent scandal? Okay guys, I also wanted to know, how does Jeffree feel about James' recent scandal? I got the Ace of Cups, guys. This is crazy. I got the Ace of Cups in the reverse, the Two of Cups in the upright, Karma in the reverse, the Hanged Man, and the Three of Pentacles. And I pulled these cards, guys, because Spirit was telling me to, you know, pull those cards because they were at the bottom of the deck, so I felt compelled to pull those by Spirit. So I kept hearing Jeffree say karma, karma. You know how I love to mimic Jeffree. I love mimicking him. I heard karma, karma. But at the same time, I feel like Jeffree, as he's saying karma, he feels like it's going to benefit James more than it hurts him. Like, he already knows that what he's doing, but he also feels like, even though this is partly karma, he feels like James is going to bounce back from it, and he doesn't really see this affecting James too harshly, because it, like, scandal never really does fully ruin his career. Like, he feels like he's going to get out of it and get away with it. So he doesn't really see it hurting James too much. If anything, it's going to really benefit him more than it hurts him. And he feels like, as Trisha does, that more things need to come out about James, because, like I said, guys, he wants to see his downfall. Like, he doesn't feel like he deserves a lot of the things that he's gotten in the past. And also, Jeffree wants to be the top dog, but also Jeffree has a lot of things going on with himself that he needs to get right. So, at the same time, he's not fully laughing at him, but he kind of is. Like, oh, I knew this was going to come out as well, but it also feels like he also feels like it's a money opportunity, it's a money grab, and he feels like he sees right through it, but he's partly happy that some people are like, about it, you know? He's hoping kind of it takes James down a notch, like, a lot, actually. I'm being nice, but Jeffree's saying, I hope it takes him down a lot. Jeffree, worry about yourself, man, like, as I'm pulling on people. Okay, so also I wanted to know, how does Shane feel about this? Because we know that Shane wasn't feeling James. We're gonna see, guys, this has nothing to do with James, but Shane is gonna come back soon, by the way, because I know people are wondering that on what's going on with Shane. We are gonna see him starting to post more videos in the upcoming, I want to say, could be in April. He's going to come out of his break. Shane is more worried about himself, but also I do feel that he is dealing with a lot behind the scenes. I'm seeing something about his mom is coming out as well, but also Queen of Cups could symbolize that, because Shane is a Cancer, so he already knows how James is as well. He already saw James for who he was, his true colors. This is Shane's perspective, and he feels like Jeffree opened his eyes up a lot to him and how he was, because Shane really wanted to be friends with James, but Jeffree talked him out of that, because, you know, that's how Jeffree is. You need to be loyal to him and only him, but he's not loyal, you know. So anyway, I feel like he is just kind of like sitting back watching things unfold, but he's not saying anything. He's focusing a lot on more of his own problems and his own pressure to come back on the internet and to address a lot. So again, I kind of said this in his video when all that stuff came out about Shane, but I feel like he is trying to find ways. I said in the past video, I think I said he wants to address more stuff and just finally either, I'm hearing, own it, or just come out with everything and just address it but not fully own it. So I'm going to say, Shane, if you're going to come out and do a video, own it, please. Like, just own it. We don't want to see any more of you just, I can't. So anyway, guys, back to how he feels about James. He's just sitting back watching it, but he's also attending more to his own problems, because I'm seeing a lot more is going on with him. And his mom, too, is coming out. So I hope his mom's okay. So the last question, guys, and then I'm going to wrap the video. How will this affect James' career? Okay, guys, so I got the High Priestess in the reverse, the 8 of Cups, the 9 of Swords in the reverse, and the Star card in the reverse. So how I take this as, guys, is how this will affect James' career. I feel like we're never going to fully get answers to why, you know, of course, James does the things he does. But what his spirit is saying, he is going to have to eventually walk away from the internet and go behind the scenes and do things behind the scenes. So he should really start investing in his makeup brand. I feel like I want to push James to invest more in his makeup and stepping away from YouTube. I know that's how he makes his money, and he's done like a whole like reality TV show based off of it. But I'm feeling like James needs to step away eventually from the internet, because that is something that is going to continuously get him into trouble. And Spirit is saying he needs to be more low-key about his life. And he's going to want to move, as he gets older, he's going to want to branch more out towards having other business opportunities. And like in TV, I'm hearing him invest in TV, having a production company and a makeup company. So they want him to move more towards that. I see him moving more towards film, guys. I don't know why I'm hearing that, or directing or producing like other people's channels. So that could be more behind the scenes of producing other people's channels, or putting up money towards other YouTubers, or starting kind of like, oh, I just heard this too, starting his own YouTube production company. I don't know if that makes sense, guys. Like I don't know if there's companies within YouTube that scout YouTubers, but I hear that James is going to need to start maturing and doing more investments. And I also feel like his parents are big on that. They're big on owning something and investing, not just a home, but like investing into something that is yours, you know what I mean, that can profit you in the long run. So he may end up going to business school, because I don't know if he has a lot of business training, but he's probably needing to go back to school, or he is thinking about, or his parents are pushing him into going back to school and learning and getting a business degree and investing, because that's the best way he's going to profit off of what he is building, his fortune. And he already owns a house, great. His parents, he paid off his parents' mortgage, that's great. But his parents are pushing him to not be like them and not fully owning something that's yours, as far as like business investment. Okay, guys? So he's going to need to start moving more towards that. I don't know if his parents tried to do something like that and it went wrong, or it didn't go far, or or they had a little success in that. I don't know what his parents do, but whatever. Like, they want him to be more savvy and smart about the money he's making. So Spirit is saying this too, as well as his parents. They are wanting him to invest more. So we're gonna hopefully, as James matures, we're going to start seeing him getting less and less into scandals, because he's going to move more, and he's going to move more away from the internet, so to speak, as YouTube. And I want to see if James is ever going to get married. Actually, I want to see that. Okay, guys. So far I'm not seeing any potential guys for James right now. I do feel that he's going to get into a relationship with an older guy. I keep feeling older energy, and this guy feels like he is an investor, so that's crazy, or a CEO of a company or something like that. This guy feels like he could be, or coming into money. Maybe he's just coming into money. But it's not going to work out, because maybe also he was an investor, or was, investing into something, and he went broke. So this guy definitely has money problems. So James, be careful of that. Be careful of being interested in this this man that wants to be with you but is not savvy with his money and is not smart with his money as well. And James is better at his money than this guy, I'll say, but be careful of an older guy that is an earth sign, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. Could also be an air sign, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, like how James is a Gemini. So be very careful of that, because he's married, or he is with a woman that they're gonna try to take him for his money or use James. He has a really, what the hell, like, James has so, oh my god, he has the worst luck with his love life. Like, this would take me a whole other ass, like, minute to read, but James, be very careful. That's what I'm gonna say. You have really bad luck with people scamming you, for sure. Yes, I see more of scamming for him. So he needs to be very cautious. And this is also his fear is manifesting this, guys. His fear is creating this reality. Because he's very good at manifesting, by the way. I don't know if I said that in my past video, but he's very good at manifesting. But he manifests in the wrong way. He needs to change that. Wow, guys, that was crazy. So yeah, guys, that was a quick reading on James. And you know what's crazy is, real quick, I wanted to add, I feel like there was something going on with him and Lil Nas. I feel like there was a connection there. I feel like they hooked up, or something happened, or they want to hook up. Something happened. They are very, like, that is interesting. I feel it. I don't really need to pull on it. I feel like something happened between them and it just didn't work out, but they just decided to be friends. But there's a lot of sexual attraction there. I feel it, and I felt it in that video he did with him. Oh my god, like, yes, like, I feel like he would be great for him, but then again, I don't know. Maybe Lil Nas has someone. Maybe he does, but yeah, guys, let me know what you think about that. Do you think something happened with him and Lil Nas? Because I'm really curious. Like, I feel the sexual attraction, and I feel like something, like they hooked up or something, but I could be wrong, you know, guys. I could be wrong. So, thank you guys so much for watching this video. I had a good time pulling on James. Hopefully he stops doing that and he gets his shit together in regards to, I'm saying shit now. Hopefully, you know, I'm trying not to cuss so much on my channel. But hopefully he gets his crap together and stops using scandals to further his career. Like, it's so unhealthy. Anyway, I hope you guys have a lovely day or night. Thank you again for watching. If you like what you see here, would like to see more, you would like to see more, you know you do. Please subscribe to my channel, hit that notification bell for when your girl pull up. I love you guys. Have a good day or night. Love and light. Bye.